Hi guys, so welcome back to the channel. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Excel Ireland live stream. My name is Abatan Sheriffdeen, and on this live stream, we're actually trying to learn and master the data analytics tool Microsoft Power BI over the next 100 days. Today is day 16, and I'm super excited. So far, we've covered a couple of lessons and completed a couple of lessons or courses in the career track data analyst in Power BI on the DataCamp platform. We've covered introduction to Power BI, introduction to basic DAX, and introduction to data visualization in Power BI. And right now, from day 12 live stream, we started a case study which is analyzing customer churn in Power BI. And so far, so good. We've done a lot of exploratory analysis and a lot of investigative analysis. Then the next part was actually building a report and making sense out of what we've learned or what we've done so far in the case study. On the last live stream, we started building this report. This is the first page of the report we want to build. Probably, I'm guessing the reports or the report we want to create, it will be 2 or 3 pages of reports. We've built the first part of the report, which is the overview or page of the report. And this overview page, we're actually focusing on the churn rate, number of customers, and those that have churned. We also look at the churn reasons why these customers are actually leaving the company. So the data set we actually had was a data label data set. You can see. Let me just give you an hint of the data set. We have a data label, a company called data label. We have each row for each customer. I think the company is a data is a network company, a data set, a network provider company for short, and they're actually into data sets, call international calls. They're a service provider. I'm looking for the keyword to use, but you get what I'm trying to say. They are a network provider company, and they have a data set on all their customers and those that have left their business over a couple of periods. We have the customer ID, and they have each row for each customer, for each unique customer. So each row is unique to a particular customer, and we know either the customer have churned or not. We have either yes or no, and we have the account length, the number of months the customer has been with the company called data label. So we did a lot of that in day 12 and day 13 and day 14 of the live stream. So on the last live stream, which is day 15, we started building out the customers by their contract type, the state with the highest churn rate, the churn reason why these customers are leaving data label and actually patronizing other businesses. We've done quite a lot. I can't just do justice to that right now, but you could actually catch up from the previous live stream and watch those videos so you understand where we are coming from. I'm actually using the data sets, the DataCamp platform to actually complete this learning journey. And as I said earlier on the career track, this is data analyst in Power BI career track. So we actually done this associate data analyst in SQL. This was the first live stream I started. Then we continue from data analyst in Power BI. And definitely we are moving to data analyst in Python after completing this data analyst in Power BI. So definitely you want to subscribe right now, put on the notification bell so you'll be the first to know whenever I go live and you won't miss any of the lessons and improve your data skills also. So if I click on data analyst in Power BI, so where that is coming up, I guess we will continue from where we stop. Definitely we are building another reports page, definitely because we can't add any more charts to this page. This was the reports page we built on day 15 of the live stream. You can catch up how we did that from that live stream. So we are on the career track data analyst in Power BI. As I said earlier, we've covered 3 different courses so far. We are on this case study analyzing customer churn in Power BI. So we did the exploratory analysis to understand the data sets. So that is what I was trying to explain earlier. We also did investigating. We also went deeper inside the data sets and did write some DAX, analyze some data sets, answer some key business questions. Then we're actually on the last part, which is visualizing our analysis. This is where we stop on the previous live stream. Do not forget all the data set exercise files that you need to pass it along with me is already linked under this description. All the files, data set exercise files can be downloaded under the YouTube link. Do not forget to download and practice along with me. Also, do make sure to subscribe, support the channel so that we can go and learn together. So without further ado, let's continue from where we stopped. I have all the files opened already. So let's get back to learning. So let's continue from where we stopped. Okay, let me just switch my headset now. Yeah, I think definitely I don't need my headset now. We're actually following a couple of instructions. If you check the previous this analysis here, we've the career track actually we've done exploration analysis, we've done investigating churn patterns, and we are on this last chapter here in this course, which is age bracket and groups, payment method and contract category, international and data plan, more insight and wrap up. I think we could finish this on this live stream. So let's get back to work. So what we've done on the last lesson, we actually did dashboard best practices and the overview page. So this was the overview page we created from the last live stream. We're moving on to age bracket and groups. So we're going to follow the instruction. We're going to follow this instruction and do as we are instructed to come up with this type of results that we have. So that's how we've been doing so far. So let's create a second page. I said it earlier in your reports that portrays insight about the age bucket and groups. You will use the dynamic parameter from chapter 2 in combination with filters to make the report more interactive. Oh, okay, we recommend you keep working. So we have that. So create a new page and name it age groups. So we're going to we want to look at churn rates probably by age groups because we have age data, age column in our data set here. We have the different customer age. You can see we have age of customers. You can see we have different age of the customers. And the age is not actually broken down into those that are under 30, those that are senior. You can see, so we actually did some cool stuff with that also. Did some cool stuff with that analysis. So let's look at the churn rates probably by age, by ages, or age group rather. So let's look at, let me name the page age group. Age groups. Okay, so going back to the instruction, here we need we need add a relation of churn rate to all age group. Here we add a relation of churn rate to all age group. Search for a previously reported graphs that properly show the number of customers and the churn rate for different. I think we created that already. We show the number of customers by churn rate and age group. This is the number of customers by churn rate, and this was it. I'll just copy that and drop it here real quick. Let's see. We'll just put it somewhere here. We're still coming back to the final formatting and so on like that. I have this here already. If you just put on the, if you just quickly format it to make it, to put on data labels to make sense out of it. Ooh. I could actually do some custom formatting data label, or I could actually off one of the data labels right here. If I go deep into the data label formatting, we have number of customers and churn rate. If we decide to switch off number of customers label and we focus on only the churn rates by age groups, I think we have 50% churn rate among age group of 85. That's interesting to know. 52% churn, that is the highest. While among age group of 70, we have 43% churn rate among those age group. That is interesting to see. So moving on, following the instruction. Now says add a visualization that shows average monthly charge and churn rate for group plans. So we're looking for group average monthly charge and churn rate. Average monthly plan. This is it here. Yeah, we've created that already. Average monthly charge and churn rates for group plans. Okay. So this is it here. Average monthly. This is it here. I'll just copy that real quick and drop it here also. We have two different visual here now. Let's make it a little bit bigger. We just add some visual border to that. I think this is better right here. Well, I think the last time when I was creating this page, I did a canvas background setting. No, canvas setting was 1640 and 960. Let's see if I can do that here. Sixteen. That is much more wider. Using the default Power BI background may not actually contain all your charts. If you actually use 1640, that's cool. 1640 by 960, that is a cool stuff to use there. It makes your charts more visible and larger. Kind of like it like this. Okay, starting to make sense. We just have the chart title, the report title actually. We should also have a report title here also. I'll add that later. Okay, let's move on. We also for group plans, we've done that. Let's see. Create a slicer, filter for the account length. I want to create a slicer to filter for the account length. I think I've add my slicer above there. I want to create a slicer for the account length. I'll just come to the chart visual pane. So for the slicer, we want to add the account length, the data. You see. So for the slicer settings, I could just make it a drop down menu. Let's see. Slicer setting. You see the account length is the account length is long. You could just make it other mathematical list. You could make it a drop down. The drop down is much more easy to use. So I kind of like this drop down more. It's much more easier to use. I think you could also add selection. Okay. I think this is better. I don't know the amount of charts we're going to add there, but Let's just make it as simple as this. Just make the two down a little bit. So if I filter for account length of, let's say 3 months, you see my chart visual will react immediately. How do I clear my slicer? Okay, just clear it like that. That's interesting. Okay, so let's go back to the instruction. So now it says, what's the churn rate in percentage for customers who are not in a group plan that belong to the age group 50 and who have an account length of 12 months or less? We need to select from 12 above, probably from 1 to 12. So what is the churn rate for customers who are not in a group plan? So those are not in a group plan. These are the ones they are not in any group. We want to see their churn rate. And for that belong to the age group of 50, we need to come to age group of 50 here. This age group of 50. Now that's 55. This 40, 45, 50. This 50 here. Okay. 12 months or less. So if I go to the account length and choose from 1, 2, 3, I want to choose multiple. Account length for the next 12 months. So 12 months or less, you can see. So if it says or less, okay, let's do it. Hold on, multiple selection. So we've seen that they are not in any group plan. So, and they are 50, they are in the age group of what? 50. Let's see the 50 age group here. Their churn rate is 50.67. Let's see that. I'm thinking of another how to answer that better, but let me go for that for 50.67. Let's see if that is correct. 50.67%. Wow, that's correct. We knew that really quick. So for that to work, we need to select the first 12 months, all the accounts, all customers that have account from for 1 month to 12 months. Probably they have account 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Then we go and select the visual that shows customers that are not in any group. So the group here are those customers that we have actually aggregated into different group section. You can see. So some customers are in, at least a customer is there, you're in no group, one group, two group, three group, four group, five group, or six groups. We've actually done the grouping of customers based on that. I'm taking another way to actually answer this. Let me see. Let me select all. Select all this back. I could actually just select, if I select 12, I want to see if that is going to work. Select only 12 months, then they are not in any group. If I go to 50, see, that's not correct. That is not correct. So 12 or less. So that's better understanding of. I was right in the first instance. So that's interesting to know. So moving on, so we knew that very quick for that 8 pins. So we answered the question on age bracket and groupings. And we're able to create the charts and answer the question quite easily. That's interesting. So moving on to the next instructions. So we're moving to payment method and contract type. So payment method and contract category. So while going through all the columns in the table, you notice you haven't investigated customer service calls. Your task is to create a report with a scatter plot visual showing the contract and payment type and combine it with the toolcard visual related to customer service calls. Hold on. Your task is to create a report with a scatter plot visual showing the contract and payment. I want to see the contract. So the contract is either you're on a monthly contract or you are on a, let's see the contract type. It's a contract category. On a monthly contract, you're on a yearly contract. So the yearly contract can be 2 years, 2-year contract, you can see. So this is the contract category, but the contract type is year. That you're on a 1-year contract, 2-year contract, or a month-to-month contract, depending on which one the customer is or the category the customer is. Okay. So the contract and payment type. The payment type is also important. Let's look at the table one more time to understand the payment type. Or you can see so payment method right here. So it's either the customer is using credit card, direct debits, or paper check for the payment, for the phone bill or network service bill, whatever you want to call it. So let's move on to that. So I'm combining with the toolcard visual related to customer service calls. So I want to combine with the toolcard visual. So there's a card visual somewhere here related to customers. I think I've seen that here. So this is the monthly churn rate and yearly churn rate. You can see those that are on the monthly plan, this is their churn rate. Those that are on the yearly plan, this is their churn rate. Probably those that are on a monthly plan or monthly payment plan leave more after. Probably they'll just do 1 month or 2 month subscription and zoom off. But if you're on a yearly plan, you're likely to stay with the company for at least a year. Interesting. That's some interesting analysis there. So create a new measure that calculate the average customer service call per customer. Format it to have 2 decimal points. Name your new measure, average customer service calls. So I want to create a new measure. Let me just go back to my age group here. So I want to look at the average customer service call. So on average, how many minutes does a customer call? I think that makes sense. Let me look at the customer service call. So average customer service call. Let's look at that. So the service call, we can't guess which column we're going to. We have the local calls, local minutes, international call, international minutes. These are the value we have in local calls, local minutes, international call, international minutes. So which service call are we going to use? Okay, this is a customer service call right here and here. 0 minute, 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes. So this is the column we're going to use to create that new measure. So let's go back to our data set here, new measure. And we are going to call our new measure average customer service call. That will be the average function, the customer service call. Exactly. We log that in. So that's correct. We have it a average customer service call. So let's move on to the next instruction. So the next instruction says, in a new page, create 2 new card visualization, one with the total customer service calls and one with the average customer service call. Name the new page payment and contract. So let's create a new page for our report. So the new page is going to be called payments, payment payment and contracts. That makes sense. So in the new page, create new card visual, one with the total customer service call. So we want to create card visual, card, this KPI, this card visual here. One with, we could just drop the customer service call here. Customer service call. To do the total customer service call, that is 6,123. I want to make sure it's not just adding up the total number of customers. They are quite different. So since I just dropped the column, let's drop this column customer service call. It's just going to sum the numbers up by default. So if you look at the card visual, you see the aggregation here is called sum. Can you see that? Let's make sure you could see that. Let me just off my camera quickly to be there. So see the aggregation here is sum. So it's going to sum the numbers, the column customer service call. So I want to create another one. I'll just duplicate this, Ctrl C, Ctrl V. So this, I'll just edit this and add the average customer service call to the field. The average is 0.092. Oh, let me read the instruction for that average customer service call. I think I didn't read the instruction pretty well by formatting it. It says create a new measure that calculates the average customer service call per customer. Format it to have 2 decimal points. So I didn't format it earlier. So the format pen is here, decimal. So by the automatic one is still the same thing. If we are on track, so the next instruction says so copy the line chart, churn rates by account. Yep, I'm back. So copy the line chart, churn rate by account length. We have a line chart here called churn rate by account length. Where is the line chart? Somewhere here. What is it here? Churn rate by account length in months and contract type. No, churn rate by account length in months. So I'll just copy this line chart real quick and paste it here. I'm just going to see that. I only copy the line chart. Why is he attaching this to it? Why? So this is the churn rate by account length. So when you look at it, we only have the churn rate selected and the account length. And the account length is just giving us the number of months the customers have been with data label. You can see. So it's pretty straightforward. As you can see, some of them 0 months, no cost, 60%. churn. Probably there was no customer during those period of time. And see, some customers have been with data label for 20 months, 40 months, 60 months, and so on. You could see that. I'll just make that wider so it makes sense. So probably we'll still be formatting and arrangement pretty well later as we move along. So I'm turning into a scatter plot. Okay, we have to copy the line chart churn rate by account length you created in the contract type page and turn it into a scatter plot. So let's turn this into a scatter plot. We just go to the visual section, scatter plots. Yeah, scatter plots, yeah, scatter chart. Yeah, definitely that's still a scatter plot. Ooh, let's see. Okay, it's not looking nice, but let's hold on and see. This time you will use the average account length. Okay, turn it into a scatter plot. This time you will use the average account length. Also add a contract category and a payment method to see the churn rate for each category visually. So for this time, we've turned that line chart into a scatter plot, but we are going to use the average account length. Okay, the average account length. So let's move the account length. So I'm going to add the average account length right here. Oh, I don't even need to. Let me just leave it there. So I just need to change the aggregation. So let's see. Oh, I can't change the aggregation here. So I was thinking if I could change the aggregation right from here, I will need to remove it. But I think I have another average account length here. So I will need to add, okay, let me just add the account length back. Then probably I'll create a new measure. So okay, let's create a new measure called average account length. New measure. Let's call it average account length, which is also be the average function of account length in months. Definitely in months. Let's log that in. So I'll just get rid of this right now. And now the new measure average account length. It's going to make oh, this is coming up. Okay. Okay, we have our churn rates here. So let me add the average account length right now. Why is it not accepting it? Oh, average account length is not giving us the right visual. But let's see, the instruction says copy the line chart, churn rate by account length you created in the contract type and turn it into a scatter plot. This time you will use the average account length. Also add contract category and payment method. Okay, contract category. Let's say contract category. Okay, contract category and payment method. Oh, that is not making sense. Okay, so we have the account contract category as the values. I think we're not making sense out of the charts. think the chart is now making sense better now. Okay. So we have the average account length on the y-axis. You can see it here, average account length. We have the churn rate on the x-axis right here. We have the category, contract category as a visual and payment method as a legend. So let's see that. So from here now you could see those that are on the credit that are using credit card, the average account length is quite high and the churn rate is low also. But when you come back here, those that are direct debits, the average account length is at least 18 months, but the churn rate is 53%. What about this? Those are paper check. The average account length is 8 months, but the churn rate is 57%, which is quite high. It's also showing monthly on the monthly category, contract category. Wow, that's quite interesting. This is the average for a scatter plot. Is quite, I think, quite making sense. Makes quite a lot of sense though. So let's see the question they are going to ask now. So use a slicer to filter the contract category and payment method. We need to use a slicer now. Okay, let's slide the slicer to filter the contract category and payment method. Okay, then we're going to add a slice, two different slicers here. Contract category and payment method. Let's see. I'm just adding it anyhow, so I'll just do that later. Slicer. Contract category. If I add the slicer, I want to add a contract category, I'll just add it right here from my data set here. Let's go up. Nope. Okay, we actually created this with a measure. So we have the contract category. Ctrl C, Ctrl V. I'll just copy that real quick and paste it. I'll just remove this and change this to payment method. Okay, now we can filter based on these two categories and compare our results. Okay, now let's see what question we are going to answer right here now. So what is the average number of customer service calls for customers who are on a monthly contract and pay by direct debit? Okay, let's see. What is the average number of customer service calls for customers who are on a monthly contract and direct debit? I'll just filter monthly contract and direct debit right here. Direct debit. So the average customer call is 1.47. That's 1.47, 1.47. What's the churn rate for those customers? And their churn rate is absolutely right here. Their churn rate here, which is 53.90%. Yes, 53.90%. 53.90%. Right. Let's log that in. Oh, we nailed it. So understanding, following those instructions and understanding what you are doing really makes it interesting that you are making sense out of the data. I think it's quite interesting to do. That's quite interesting. I think I like something about working with either averages or total sum sometimes. So I could just select clear selection. Let me just bring this here. Clear selection. And we are back to the full view. That's interesting. But we are on the last instruction. Just like 39 minutes into the live stream, we are on the last part, international plan and data plan. Let's see the kind of question we want to answer here. So the final report should cover insight about data and any relevant charges. Combine your learning from the previous exercise and create a relevant page to your liking. So I'll just have to create a page to my own liking. Let's see the instruction. Create a new page, name extra charges, and then copy the bar charts you've made in the unlimited plan page. So I want to create a new page called extra charges. Extra charges. So it's also says we should copy the bar chart that you have made in the unlimited plan page. So we have unlimited plan here. We have these bar charts where we actually categorize the amount of data data plan bought by each customer between 5 and 10 GB, 10 or more GB, and less than 5 GB. So we actually created a new category using the if then function earlier. Oh, I forgot to change my page settings here. I think I changed this page settings here also. This canvas setting. What was the canvas setting I used? If I go to this age group, that's one of the canvas setting I use. 16, 40, and 960. If I'm correct. 16, 40, and 960. Yeah. 60, 40, and 960. This should be 16. That will give me real estate, more real estate to 1640 and 960. So you have more space. You can see my charts are actually looking smaller. What's the problem? Start look bigger and better. I need to make this an habit. Whenever I create a new page, I want to edit the page so that it is much more viewable. So let's start that charge will be 1640 custom by 960. And that's one thing about doing something over and over again. It tends to stick. And you will forget it. So back to our instruction. So create a new page, we've done that, and copy the bar charts you've made in the unlimited data plan page. We've done that. So create two new measures called average extra international charge and average extra data charge. For both, follow this structure to create them. Sum divided by number of customers. Oh, we have to follow this structure. We want to create a new measure called average extra international charges. We have to follow the structure of using the sum function on the average on the extra international call and extra data charges divided by the number of customers. Will that give us the average? Yeah, that will give us the average. Oh, I understand that simple calculation there. We are simply summing that and dividing by the total number of customers, then you get the average. So that's how you get the average. So average extra international charges. So we have a column called international charges somewhere here. Let's see, this is international calls. The international calls here. See the minutes there, and we have also data charges somewhere there. Okay, extra data charge, you can see it here. Extra data charges, you can see. So I want to know the average of extra charges that the customers are getting. So the first measure is to create average extra international charges. AVG extra is international spelled fully or averagely. International charges, which is equals to the sum function on the international cost, definitely. So that will be on the international cost close the brackets, divided by the number of customers measured. So that will give us the average extra transactional charge. So that's a cool way to do that calculation. That's quite interesting. So I just create a new measure again. So the new measure is going to be called average extra data charges. That will be sum also the data charges. I'm going to call extra data charges. There's a column called extra. So this is it here. Yeah. Extra data charges. Close that and divide that by the number of customers measure. So that will give us the average extra data charges. So let's see how we're going to make sense out of these two new measures. So it is good to observe the extra charges based upon the data consumption. Thus, add these two cards to your canvas, showing the average extra transactional charges and the average extra data charges. You can customize the visuals to make them look appealing. So it's good to observe these extra charges based upon data consumptions. Okay, we want to look at it based upon the data consumption, but we don't know which charts to drop it in. I will just use my instance. Go to data consumption first. So data consumption should be, which column is that? If you look at the data consumption, this is group consumption. So we're actually, I'm looking at this total charges there. So it's total charges, total data consumption. I think so. So the total charges is the total data consumption. We could actually use that column. This is the average monthly GB download. That's monthly GB. That's the average monthly GB download. For the total, let's say that's total charge. What about this total charges? We are not really sure if the total charges are actually giving us information about the total data consumption of the customer. So that is another challenge there. But let's look at the question again. It says it's good to observe the extra charges based upon the data consumption. Thus, add these two cards to your canvas, showing the average extra international charges and the average extra data charges. Okay, we want to add a new card. Just cards. Okay, so I'm just going to add the cards. So this is the data consumption we want to use for our visual. So we're going to add the new cards, average, the two calculation, which is average so average extra international cost. Then we have the average, I'll just move this, average extra data charges. So these are so we want to use this as our consumption category. So this will determine the customer's consumption. So let's go back to the question and see if we can answer that real quick. So what are the average extra data charges, 2 decimal places, for customers who are not on an unlimited data plan and consume 10 or more gigabytes? Oh, that's interesting. Because customers that are not on unlimited data plan but consume 10 or more gigabytes, I'll just select this right here. These are not on any unlimited data plan. So their average data consumption is okay, average SL data is 31.19. That's 31.19. Ooh, we got that real quick. That was interesting to see. So we actually use this aggregation. So we created this between 5 and 10 GB, 10 or more GB, less than 5 GB, using actually the average monthly, using this table here, this average monthly GB. You can see there's an average monthly GB for each customer. You can see from 0 to 43. So we actually created a new column called group consumption. So we use the if function. If the average monthly GB is less than 5, that is less than 5 GB. If it is between 5 and 10, that is 10 or more GB, and so on like that. So that's how we came about this grouping that we have here. So we did that in earlier in the live stream, so you can go and check that out. I think we've nailed everything we have to right here. If more insights, let's see what they have for us here. So far, you have noticed some quite fascinating details about the customers. Now it is a good idea to look at the data through a different lens to produce some more interesting insights. So in this exercise, we check the characteristics of the state regarding the customer service calls and churn label. We want to look at the data set now, their churn rate. We want to look at the characteristics of the customer by different states and their churn label, whether it is they are churned or not churned. So quite interesting. I'm not going to open the solution file. I'll just look at the solution file later. Let me just work from the same file from the beginning of this visualization part. The school actually spent 2 days to solve this right from this overview page. It started, something like my map visual. I'll look at that later. Age groups, payment and contract type, then extra data charges. That's interesting. I'm definitely going to be creating a new page also. So copy all the card visuals from payment and contract, from the payment and contract and extra charges page, and paste in a new page called Insights. So I want to create a new page called Insights. Insights. So I want to copy the whole card visual here. Let's see. Before I copy it, do not forget I need to change my page settings to custom, which is I've just forgotten it. This is 1640, 1640 and 9, I think 920. Let's check that from here. 1640 and 960. That is 960. I was wrong there. Yeah. So I was actually copying everything from this page. I want to paste it on this page here. Just leave it synchronized. So anything I do here will actually be affecting the visuals from here. Just leave it synchronized. I just want to make this much more smaller. Just clear. If you see, if I go back to this page now, I see everything I'm doing there is happening here in real time. I want to make this smaller. There'll be more space. What's the problem? Why is it hanging? Not getting the button to make it. I'm just going to arrange it real quick. The button is back. Probably it was acting not the other time. Oh, okay. Now that's better. So I'm going to copy this last part also. Everything from here also. We only have three visual here. Control C, and I'll just paste it right here. Control V. So I could arrange them later and just make sense out of them. So let's go back to the instruction. So the instruction now says create a line chart to show the churn label and the average customer service calls. Line charts. Let me just drop this right here. And my card visual can just be up there. I'm trying to create a space for my line charts. So I'll just drop in a line chart real quick. This is a line chart. I'm guessing I'm going to drop somewhere. So the line chart should show the churn label and the average customer service call. We have the average customer service call here and the churn label. So you can see average customer service call and the churn label right here. You can see. So what this is telling us that those that have the churn label that are actually churned have the highest average customer service call, which is 2.40. Those that have not churned have a low customer service call. That's quite interesting. So those that are leaving actually where the money are. They have the highest average call and they're actually leaving the company, which is bad for the company though. Okay, let's continue. So from your data model, add markers to your line chart and place the visual to the bottom left corner of the page under the cards. Investigate the relationship on your visualization. Okay, and then from your data model. Okay, add markers to your line chart. Let's add markers to the line chart. Markers. Now we want to go to the formatting section. You see markers there. Markers are turned on. Okay, could do the shape of the marker. I like the default shape. Let's just leave it like that. Make it a little bit. Okay, so is it just arrange anyhow? But it actually makes sense and answer the question. Let's leave that part. Now that you know the general overview of the churn label and the average customer service calls column, let's elaborate more by adding states to your visualization. Sort the state by ascending order. This way, now that you know the general overview of the churn label and the average customer service call, let's elaborate more by adding states to your visualization. Store the state in ascending order. Should I add state to a line chart? Does that really make sense? Well, let's see if adding state to a line chart actually makes sense. The secondary axis, let me just add the states column here. Oh, this is not looking good. From what I know, you don't add states data sets are probably good for map visual. Let's see. Okay, yes. Sort the state by ascending order. Let's sort as this state by ascending order. Okay, it's actually ascending. Okay. Now, this way you will be able to observe the average customer service call for each US state grouped by churn label. To have a better look at the visual, expand it horizontally to cover the bottom of the side of camera. Did you discover did you discover something peculiar? So let's add this. Let me just bring this up here and bring this down here and make it wider. There's a state that is quite here. Okay. I've never made a visual like this before. This is a creating visual. Let's see if you can answer this question. All these have churn. Okay, let's see the question. It's not that you know the general overview of the churn level and the average customer service calls column. Let's elaborate more by adding states to your visualization. Sort the state by ascending order. We did that. This way you will be able to observe the average customer service calls for each US state grouped by churn label. To have a better look at the visual, expand it horizontally to cover the bottom side of the canvas. Did you discover something peculiar? Let's see. Copy the map visual from international calls. Ooh, there's something peculiar though. Retail visual is not communicating something much. So let's copy the last one here. I want to copy this map visual. What's wrong? So file option setting, options, global security. Okay, option setting. Option settings. What am I to go to? Option and setting, options, global security, option and settings, global security. Okay. Oh, I have to use, if I do that, I have to relaunch the Power BI file for the effect to take place. It's available there now. It has to come up now. It's not coming up. Let's change it back to a map visual. Okay, I think it's going to come up now. Better. So we want to copy this to our insight page. Okay. Let me just bring this down here. Let's zoom in a little bit. Making sense like that. Okay. So copy the map visual from international calls and paste it in the page we are working on. Change the coloring of the bubbles according to the sum of the customer service calls. Make sure to place the map to the top right of the canvas. It says copy change the color of the bubbles according to the sum of the customer service call. According to the sum of the customer service calls. Make sure to place the map. Okay, let's leave that part. Now to change the coloring of the bubbles according to the sum of the customer service call. Okay, according to the sum. I'm trying to understand that. Anyway, copy the map visualization from international calls and paste it in the page we are working on. We've done that. Change the coloring of the bubbles according to the sum of the customer service calls. Okay. This is the total of the customer service call. This is the sum. But what does that have to do with the bubble size? That is ready. Well, let's ignore that for now. So which state has the highest churn rate and yet the lowest sum of customer service calls? And what is the number of total customer service calls for that state? So we want to answer two questions here, two final questions. So which state has the highest churn rate technically and yet the lowest customer service call? That state has the highest churn rate and yet the lower customer service call. That will be California. Yeah, it has a customer service score of 44. Because that is the state that has the highest churn rate here. Because when you look at it right from here, you can see California has the biggest bubble size. We just have to color code that because it has the highest churn rate. So the question now says, which states has the highest churn rate and yet the lowest sum of customer service calls, and what is the number of total customer service calls for that state? Okay, that's quite simple though. That's California though. This is the average sum of customer service call for even churn label. So let's go with this 63.24 and the customer service call is 44. So 63.24, the customer service is 44. Let's see. Oh, that's not correct. Which state has the highest churn rate and yet the lowest sum of the customer service calls? And what is the number of total customer service calls for that state? So to answer in, okay, let's answer in 2 decimal places. Okay. Wow, the last question, you couldn't fail this. Hmm. So we're having a challenge right on the last part. Copy the map visual from international calls and paste it in the new page we're working on. Change the coloring of the bubbles according to the sum of the customer service calls. Okay, let me just go back here real quick. What is actually happening is quite funny. Ooh, we are over an hour into the live stream. I'm trying to solve the last part of the challenge. This is the customer service call, which is the sum of the total customer service call. I want to take like a minute just to comprehend this last part of the visual. So I'm trying to understand this part that says change the coloring of the bubbles according to the sum of the customer service calls. Make sure to place the map to the top right corner of the canvas. That's top right corner. I'm placing the top left corner though, but let's see if we can answer the question from there. Ooh, interesting. According to the sum, now we definitely need to add the sum of the customer service call as part of the visual here. Let's see. Customer service call is oh, okay. Because I've added the customer service call as part of the map visual. Let's see. But it says change the coloring of the bubble according to the sum of the customer service call. Let's add the customer service call as part of the bubble size here. Let's see. I think I'm getting to understand that now. Like customer service call can also be added here, I guess. I can add more than one bubble size. I should be able to add more than one bubble size now. Okay. This is the churn rate. The bubble size, the churn rate is hiding the bubble size. But what if we change that bubble size. Change the coloring of the bubble according to sum. Okay. Now I think I've gotten what is wrong there. I will just need to remove this churn rate and add. You can see just looking at it by state. So you can see all the whole state, all the whole sizes are the same. So right now, if I want to visualize probably the churn rate, or probably I want to make this bubble size to be different, let's now use a customer service. Okay. Aha, now it makes sense now. Even when you look at it, okay, I can add the churn rates as a tooltip also. So see the state that have the highest churn rate based on the bubble size. Oh, that what the instruction meant by that. Interesting. And let me know the churn rates here. The tooltip, so we can see it better now. Then we can actually use conditional formatting to make it look better. So let's format this real quick. The colors will be conditional formatting. No, okay. Let's go to the conditional formatting part. Let's see field value. Now let's use the customer service call. Oh, I can't use that. Why can't I use that? Oh, the instruction says change the coloring of the bubble according to the sum of the customer service call. Okay. I think I'm figuring this out. I'm making sense of that. Definitely, we're going to create a new measure, adding up the customer service call. Customer service call. Where is the customer service call here? This is it here. Okay, let's see.